You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast.
Man, we was born for this. So who won it with my team? It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5. Episode 213.
Yeah.
What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Kev.
Okay.
And that's Cuz with the buzz, Big Bo.
Yo.
I'm gonna stop you. See how you fly today. So let me say, that's Cuz with the buzz, Big Bo.
Yo.
So you know we got that food for your soul. For the show, I know we gotta do this disclaimer.
Okay.
This disclaimer is needed. It's cause like, it's a lot of tenderfoot folks out here. Tenderfoot folks. It's like in the world we live in as adults, you can't say your opinion without somebody feeling they have to display their opinion upon your opinion negatively, right? Like we could say, like, what happened to the time where you might ask a question to somebody? Like if you had a thought, right? If you just made a blanket statement, it's like, well, why do you feel like that? Or, well, what about this, right? Instead of just attacking your thought, yeah, people don't do that no more. And I see it all the time because I post things up to get people to talking and whatnot. I see it all the time, man. So we do this right here. Because of you type of people, we do this right here. The Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that.
Yeah.
Now, y'all know this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity.
Really?
Motivation.
Oh, my.
Inspiration.
Oh, goodness.
And most importantly, love. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation. And you know I got something on deck. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want. It's like, be content in the life that you're in right now. You might not have the biggest house. You might not have the most up-to-date car. You might not be rocking Jordan with every outfit. But you're breathing. Your family's breathing. You have a roof over your head. As we've seen so many displaced people in Indiana just from these rainstorms who don't have, you know, a home. Be thankful. And what you do is you put the steel to the grind, and you work towards getting those things if that's your end game. You know what I mean? So that's what we have to be. We got to learn to be content, man. Everybody can't have the best things in life. And then a lot of time when people get the best things in life, if they're not ready to respect those things, they normally lose those things. So, you know, the hard from the fall from the top is harder than if you already at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like you already at the bottom and working up, nigga. Like when you at the top, you got everything and you lose everything. That's, for example, that's how the white folks was acting in COVID.
No, the pandemic.
The pandemic came, they lost them jobs making $20, $30, $40 an hour or more. And how are we gonna make ends meet? Black people like, we've been doing this. You better go get that oatmeal. Just say oatmeal on the side. And man, make oatmeal for dinner and make it stretch if we ain't got no money. If the government ain't gonna help you, because we've been there before. So, you know, survivalistic mindsets was already set in, but they was panicking, boy. You seen them on them social media, boy. You can see, like, some people ain't had to go through nothing tough. For real. But what's good, Bo? You all dressed up?
Oh, yeah.
You must have had a good weekend, it feels like.
Yeah, just had a couple days off, man. But
feel good, it's refreshed.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to not do stuff. Like
not spend money.
Well, definitely not spend money. But yeah, just got to hang out, go to a wedding, go hang out a little birthday party.
I think that's the difference when you are a kid versus an adult. A kid, when you wanted to do something, find something to do, you could go find something to do for free. Man. You could go outside, start some little hood games up. You could go to somebody's house, play video games. You could always occupy your time if you had a free day of nothing. As an adult, it seems like the only time you can really go out and have a good time is spending some money.
Man.
Or you sit your ass at the crib and love your house. Your humble abode is so nice, you be like, I don't really need to go out. For real. The funny part about it is we're just potting right now, but I had made a post and I said, could you stay in the house 20 straight days for $450,000?
Fuck yeah.
Right. It's like, nigga, I do it. The only thing I do for some jawbreakers, some now laters, nigga, that's what I do now. It's nothing. Yeah. The outside world, I like y'all in increments. I don't like to see people like that. So he's a socialite. He like to be out amongst the people, but
yeah.
I like to see y'all in increments, small increments. I seen you this month. Don't need to see you again for 2 more months. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, PB fam, hope y'all had a great week. It is Sunday, end of the week. Some people still got to go to work. Some people don't. Some people getting ready for the work day tomorrow. However it is, we going to get y'all with a good show and get y'all something to start your week off with, right? All right, what we got? So, being outside yesterday, I started thinking to myself, God created a lot of great animals, a lot of different resources, beautiful landscapes, views, and things of that nature. But then I started thinking, why did God create some of these insects that are just terrible? They're irritants. Like, what is the issue? I don't know if Bo has a particular list, but I'm going to start off with one that affects black and white people, but mostly black people for some reason. Mosquitoes. Because you never really hear white folks say, hey, no mosquitoes was bad this year. Black folks be like, I done got towed up this year.
Yeah, I got hit last night.
I don't know if mosquitoes chase the darker tint or what, but it sure feels like you hear black people hollering about the mosquitoes more than white folks. What do you think about them? Why God create them?
But like, I don't have a list. You know, I'm a insect person, man.
I know this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as I was getting bit by the mosquito, I was trying to figure out which type of mosquito it is.
A gallonipper, what is it, a West Nile?
Nah, ain't no damn West Nile. we not getting bit by no West Nile.
You wouldn't know though until you know.
But nah, I can't think of an insect that's like, man, what we don't need or what.
I can.
Like all of them, I mean.
The mosquito. What does it do? And if I'm wrong, somebody jump on this post. Please correct me when you see this clip. What do mosquitoes do that is helpful? Anything we need in society?
I mean, it's a bunch of insects that are not helpful to society.
And I got my list. You're correct. And I got my list. And the next one up is yellow jackets. What do yellow jackets do? They're aggressive a-holes. You can't even cut your grass without getting stung by a yellow jacket. It's been people who just cutting their grass, then ran over the hive because they didn't know it was in the ground.
Boy.
And they running for their lives and getting stung multiple times. So what do they help us with? Like, I know the honeybees pollinate, oxygen. I get that. That's helpful to us. What do yellow jackets do? What do wasps do?
They eat the honeybees.
That sounds stupid to me. That's another reason to get rid of them. Like, that sounds like a great reason. So these guys help us and you want to take them off.
Yeah, that's nature.
So we're at the top of the food chain, right? So if we're at the top of the food chain, then we need to eliminate them. Eliminate hornets, wasps, and yellow jackets.
Japanese hornets.
And, well, they eat them. I watched a video. They actually use them as a delicacy to where they eat the larva and all that stuff.
They're big, yeah.
But dude, they catch them. Like they go out in the field and disturb them in them little bee suits, capture a whole bunch of them. They sell them in a Chinese market or a Japanese market. And dude, they buy them. People buy them to cook them.
So you said they serve a purpose.
To us?
They at least somebody.
Well, not to us, because I ain't eating it.
They somebody's lunch.
They somebody's lunchable. Somebody's eating a giant hornet snackable.
Oh, I'm cool, man.
Dude, just imagine eating that, and then they like find up they unborn babies, like, and they was eating. I was like, that's disgusting. That's why when you say, I want to go visit these countries, no, I need to know what the playlist is on the food.
Now, what is
You're not just feeding me that. You're not just putting that in my mouth, dog. No, dog. Like, I had to say like Boozy, come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Nah, you're not just feeding me that, bro. And then gnats. If you ever eating some food, you're sweating, or whatever it may be, a gnat will be all up in your business and will not go nowhere. And my point is, what do they do to help us out, bro?
I mean, don't they help like plant life?
No.
I think they do. I think they like help get rid of like dead plant life.
Well, if that was the case, why are you over here messing with me then?
Yeah,
There's plenty of dead plants out there. Why are you over here by my food, by my eyelids, by my mouth?
Man.
Like, they nasty, bro. They just come and invade your whole That's what I'm talking about. It'd be different if animals out in nature doing their thing, right? Like, and if you go disturb them, like if I go into this forest, I go into this field, and I get stung or they messing with me, I went out into their area. But when you in your house, when you know what I'm saying, minding your own business and you just see them popping up or whatever, that's different. So when I get a chance to talk to God, I'm gonna ask him, hey God, what's up with these mosquitoes?
Man, I had the same damn fly harass me for a week, man.
What do flies do? Come think of, they're irritants, but they're not. You can get rid of a fly.
That mug, it's in our room. It's not our break room, but it's like a room where we have like meetings or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you can, go there and chill.
Yeah.
The fly was in there. It was the same damn fly. It just every time I go in there, I'm just chilling, landing on my face, I'm like,
right.
Why is it landing on my face?
But they say it's because if you're sweating or a certain little.
I'd be hot. Yeah.
It said if you're sweating, gnats and flies kind of pick up on that scent and they stay around there. Like they stay around water and stuff like that. Like matter of fact, if it rains a lot, them gnats come out heavy after the rain's done. So it's something about the condensation or whatever. But nigga, go somewhere.
Man.
That's all I gotta say.
You getting on my nerves.
Y'all let us know what animals y'all got. And if I'm wrong that these animals that I have put on my list.
Insects.
I call them animals, because some big. I was like, look at that animal out there. You know, especially like when you see a spider, them tiger wolf spiders, them ain't just insects, man. Them is animals.
Yeah, them some big spiders.
I remember the story that always gets me is, I never forget it. I had moved back with my mom real quick, right? Because some stuff happened with my apartment. And I had to sleep on a air mattress on the ground because my bed was too big for that room, right? And I came in probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, started watching BET Uncut. That's the time when you come in by 2 or 3, BET Uncut was just popping on, right? I am sitting there chilling. Got me some Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake be, late night pimping. I done got me some Steak and Shake on the way back to the house and watching BET Uncut, about to call it a night. Dude, I got to turn around when I was done watching the show and eating. I rolled over to the wall, nigga. It was a spider about that big, nigga. Yeah, I said, hey, I got to yell for my mama because I don't mess with them spiders, Jack. And she know it. Especially it started
her up.
I sure did. Hey, it's they have the element of surprise. Ain't that the E40 album? The element of surprise will get you every time, boy. They sneak up on you. Because think about it, you never really see a spider when you just aware. Like I'm just aware and walking around like, ain't the spiders around here? Ain't the spiders around here. It'd be like when you chilling and you leave your spade by your shoulder, like right by your neck. Like,
I saw one on the floor. I was like, oh, hang on.
For example, like, hang on. Or when you go to the bathroom, like you go take a piss and you click on the light. Oh, no. Hold up, dog. And then you can't take your eyes off of them.
It's a lot of spiders, I don't mess with. I let them be.
Little bitty ones, I might let you go.
But no, them big wolf ones that look like tarantulas.
Tiger wolf, baby tarantula. They call them tiger wolves. That's what the Midwest got mostly. I know other people might got, tarantulas and black widows, but we deal with the tiger wolf, baby tarantulas, and I'm cool.
Yeah, I had to kill it.
You got to go, dog. You don't put on in this mortgage. You ain't putting on bills. You got to go, dog. You got to go. All right, Bo. I know our answer is going to definitely differ on this one. But would you date someone that you previously known has a lot of sexual history? Very, very promiscuous, and you know about it. Now, sometimes we say you don't ask, about your Ho-Fax, if you want to call it that. We don't ask about that when you get into a relationship or whatever. But if you knew, like this is a female who done got chopped down by gang of your fellas or gang of the people in the city and you know about it, would you wife her?
You said date. You went from
Well, wife or date? Well, you date.
To wife.
Well, I use that as a term. You know what I'm saying?
I would date at least.
Yeah, when I say date, like girlfriend. So if that's what I mean. Would you make her your girlfriend? Not just have a good time. Would you make her your girlfriend? Meaning, this is my woman.
Make her. It happens.
He said, what you say, nigga? Come on, give some words. That nigga said, not.
I can't make it happen, you know.
But I'm just saying, if it's evolving, so the only thing, the only thing is her history. My point is,
a problem with
the only thing is her history.
In that book. If it evolves into that book, yeah, I would at least date.
The fact that nigga is tiptoe, that nigga said, hey.
You try to force a relationship.
I'm sorry if I knew previously that you'd have been chopped down by my partners, by folks I just know in the city, that I can't do it, bro. And it might be judgmental, but this is one of my imperfections. But I can't be walking around and everybody be like, hey, that's the old girl that was at the party that got, wait a minute. And everywhere you go, somebody got a story about her because she do her thing. And I'm not judging her for doing her thing. That's your God-given right as an adult. But for me to be in a situation like that, it's like, come on now. And I'm talking like the ladies probably feel the same way. If your man done ran through your female friends and done ran through associates, and if you work with women and you know he done ran through them, you gonna call that your man? Like, I really want to know the people who doing it. It ain't no judgment, but everybody got their preference. And for me, that would be one. I just can't look like a fool, man, out in the streets, bro.
Like a fool.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking, not purposely. Now, you might get made of a fool if you don't know. Like, she could be doing it behind your back and doing her thing and whatnot, and you don't know.
Or everybody got a history, like you know, she could have had a few years where she was just, you know, wild, and then like, okay, then she got it together, and now she done got married this guy. This guy might not know her history, but
I'm saying if you do know the history. That's what I'm saying. A perfect example, like you buy a car, right? That's why I said the Ho-Fax, right? This is for men and women. If you were buying a car, you don't buy it unless you know it's been in an accident, right? It had water damage. You go look at the list, the report of what's been known. If you knew that car had water damage or been in an accident, front end damage, you'd be like, no, dog. No, I don't need that car.
Water damage.
Right. This stupid. So, but I'm just saying, what if people came with a Ho-Fax? How many people would really be in relationships? Like just your whole list of everything you done sexually, and I don't care if you had a 3-year run, a 5-year run, a 2-year run, but it just broke down. And it gave somebody like, before you sign this contract, look at this itemized list of naughtiness. Do you still want to be with them?
Nah, they'll be like, they'll look and then look at me like, Jesus.
Like on the Smurfs when they roll that whole scroll, that nigga have a scroll.
You did what to who?
And you know who did what to you know who and you know where.
They be like, I'll pass.
Yeah, right. Like look, they roll that scroll clean, smooth back up, like back in the time. And what else y'all got in the back?
Send another nigga.
Right. Like, and I'm saying this is for ladies too, and I'm just like, you know, hey, for real, I get, and I think it also the span of the history, right? Now, if you 40, almost in your 50s, and it was your 20s, it was wild, that's a 30. You know, you like your record get expunged, right? I think your Ho-Fax get expunged. Just like in the criminal system, if you did something and somebody tried to try you again, they can't do it after so many years, supposedly anyway. So I think, yeah, you had a crazy 20s to your 30s. But it was like in your 40s, like 35 and 40s, and now you like, hey, man. Hey, man. You a wild girl, you a wild boy, but you can be a wild girl, wild boy over that way. Because I think that ain't what I want in my life right now. I've been there, done that. Yeah, I'm cool on that. But Bo was telling y'all the truth. Bo ready. He ready for a wild time. So if y'all got that.
What? Ready for a wild time.
He said, what? That won't give up. He said, what? But y'all let us know, like I said before, I am not judging you. I just want to make that clear, but everybody has a preference. And I know some people gonna say, hey, you got history. Like Bo said, everybody got a history.
They
so,
do.
Do what you do. And I know some people gonna be like me and be like, you got a history, but it don't gotta be my history. So I'm just saying. All right, so we're gonna get into something a little bit more serious. Just yesterday, Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial got denied, and it was by a new judge because the judge prior got recluse or whatever they call it. Recuse, I think it's recuse, I think it is. But so we had a new judge, and he decided to deny the appeal. There was some new information that came out about Carmelo Anthony and also Metcalf or whatever, Austin Metcalf. So basically, the stuff that had came out about was Carmelo Anthony had an obsession with guns, knives, and fighting. His ex-girlfriend reportedly had told a school assistant, principal, before the stabbing that Anthony was stalking her after they break up, and she was afraid of him. Prosecutor said Anthony sent his ex-girlfriend a photo of the knife shortly before the killing. He allegedly texted her, "I'm low-key on the verge." And another previously undisclosed 2023 text reportedly said, "I'm going to shoot up the school tomorrow." So, it's a lot right there.
Man.
That's a lot. But I'm not going to say that Austin Metcalf was an angel. As they found out his had a checkered history too. He likes to fight a lot. He had allegations of bullying, racially offensive behavior. Said he had put KKK stuff on walls and graffiti. Racist material, like I said before, graffiti and stuff like that. So both teenagers had issues and don't seem like the best individuals. What do you feel about the denial, and what do you feel about the new evidence?
I mean, like I said, it's out of my hands, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, really, what can you do?
Do you feel like he got railroaded? Do you feel like he should have had?
I feel like all this information should have come out in the first trial.
I definitely feel that
on both sides.
And I wonder why it didn't.
And like that's why I say railroaded in the fact that all this information was not divulged to at least maybe not give that many years.
Yeah. But was he railroaded by the system or his parents? Because if we remember,
they said the lawyers made some type of agreement.
Right, but the lawyer he had was a cheap lawyer because they spent the money from his GoFundMe and got him a public defender versus a real lawyer.
Well, that's a failure on their part.
That's what I'm saying. So was he railroaded by the system or his parents?
I mean, you could say both.
Got to speak to them.
Yeah.
They play a heavy part in that because if he had a real attorney, they would have did their due diligence and found out these checker paths of the background of this Austin Metcalf, this girlfriend, knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that could hurt us, we need to get this out here, or what happened. You need to speak to this, right? And they didn't. And so people are up in arms, especially the black community, feel like we have another situation where young man gonna spend a big chunk of his life in jail, and they feel like he should just get off.
I don't think he should get off. I think maybe not 35 years.
Yeah, 35 years the excessive part for me.
But
I also guess that feels like what is the state laws for that crime, I guess, so every state is different. I just want people to be more sensible about what is and what ain't, right? I know you want to paint the picture of racial injustice because of a young black boy and a white boy, and we've seen the tables be turned and it ended totally different. I totally get it, right? But in this instance, I was talking to Bo earlier, when you say self-defense, and this is what a lot of people want to play on that notion of self-defense. Self-defense is when you're in fear of your life, that they give you the ploy for that, right? When you pull out a gun and shoot somebody, and they was like, man, I was getting jumped. They had knives. They would, beat me down. You know what I'm saying? I was almost unconscious. I pulled out the blicky, boom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's self-defense. I thought I was going to die out there. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do it. When you're in a tussle, a regular pushing match, it doesn't give you the right to stab somebody. That's not self-defense. In my eyes, and I think in a lot of people's eyes. People who've been in scuffles. People who've seen people get jumped. Like when they was like, well, he was getting bullied or he was getting jumped. If you really see somebody get jumped, I've seen some people get beat to almost a point where they almost lose their life. The other people have to jump in and stop the carnage because it looks very bad out there. Now, if he was going through something like that, boom, I can understand him poking him. Get up off of me. Y'all trying to kill me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from the video I seen, the man was upright. He could have ran. There was nobody, blockading him in where he couldn't have ran away. And then you hear these other texts that says, he might have just been on one that day. You get, and we always talk about relationship with teens, right? Their emotional intelligence is not most adults' emotional intelligence don't know how to handle breakups, right? You see men do stuff to women because if I can't have you, nobody have you type vibe. So his girlfriend broke up with him. He feeling the pressure of that. And he already said, I'm on the verge. These is his own words. I'm not making up nothing. But he was already ready to give it to whoever wanted to test him that day, it seemed like.
He's on that. I wish a motherfucker would.
He wished, fuck around and find out. He was on that vibe. So that's probably why, per example, and somebody was like, you went to the tent knowing that's not your tent, right? And it wasn't raining to the point of you have to get under there. All right, we done been getting rained on in that town. And it done been like where people pouring water, buckets of water on you. I can see you run up any tent available there. They wasn't doing that. Some people had umbrellas. If you watch the video, some people was walking without umbrellas. So it's like a mist or, a light drizzle. Buddy could have went another tent. Buddy could have ran away from them people. They wasn't pummeling that man for him to stab people. And that's what I want people to do. Take the racial aspect out of it and just tell me from your eyes what you seen, what we all seen. That's the only proof we got right now besides, people, the witnesses there.
Yeah.
Did it look like he needed to stab that man?
No.
I don't think so. And nobody's excusing Austin Metcalf. He's a piece of shit. They said that him and his brother used to beat up his dad. It's like a whole bunch of stuff.
Damn.
Them boys is wild. So I'm not excusing behavior, but bad behavior doesn't mean you lose your life for bad behavior. That's just we're going to boil it down to. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a better thought process behind his thought process could have been way better how to handle that. Conflict resolution, we always talk about, I remember back in the Boys and Girls Club days, right? We always used to teach the kids about conflict resolution. And the decisions that you make could rear its head later and you could really face consequence for that. I let them know, like, somebody want to fight you, right? Okay, yeah, we all men. We all grow up with this mindset, hey, let's bang it out, right? But let's say you way bigger than that man and you do damage to this man. Do you know they can try you if he actually dies in that fight based on how it happened? You'd be fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? You could be in front of getting judged about your self-defense or, or just your right to defend yourself. You're trying to prove it. So there's a lot of thoughts behind what you do. And I'm not saying don't fight because sometimes it's needed.
Yeah, you got no choice.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but you got to understand the consequences that happen when you decide to throw that punch. Like me, I know my strength. So if I'm in it, and that's why I never really try to get to that level. I always try to conflict resolve it.
Might end up in jail.
I might end up in jail because I'll black out too. Like I've seen myself be so angry to where tears come down. They're not tears of pain or sadness. They're tears of anger. That's the only emotion I got. I'm blacking out. I'm seeing red. It's not good for me. And the show ain't good for you. So, but he's young. I just wish he didn't hit 35 years. That's the only thing. People think he should just got off. I don't think you're being practical. And I think you're just making it about the traumas of racial injustice. And it just seems like it's another thing. But I don't think in this case it is. Do you agree with that or you think differently?
No, I do think it's some racial I ain't gonna say biasness or something. I do think race played in this.
Okay.
But also too, with the evidence that's displayed, they got enough to, find him guilty. So I just thought the years was excessive, but
I just gotta think like this. What is he not guilty of? That's the key though. Like somebody is dead, you stabbed them. So what are you not guilty of? Now the severity of the punishment from the guilt can be examined. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Like, is he really one of the hardened criminals who needs 35 years of his life taken away for this impulsive decision? Now I'm cool with that. If you come to the table with that, but if you're telling me, oh, that was self-defense, let that boy out. We can't have that talk. We can't have that talk. Because I've seen a young man lose his life off an impulsive decision, and I've seen it firsthand. And I get it. They're young. They don't know how to handle things, especially when it's dealing with a woman or a girl at that time. And that's what this situation where I'm speaking about. And I don't even know where that man is, but I know he went to jail. And he did some years. Now, it was a long time ago, so I don't know if he's still living. He's still in jail, but somebody lost their life based off your decision. Whether you meant to do it or not, there's a consequence to that. So, y'all let us know where y'all fall on it. I never disrespect nobody's perspective. What you believe is what you believe. I'll listen to it, but I'm just saying, let me know what is he not guilty of. That's the question I pose to y'all. All right, what else we got, Bo? Now let's see what we got. We ain't got too much. Just kind of slow out there.
Yeah,
it's kind of slow out there.
Yeah,
we can talk about some music though. I know the game came out. The game been on the run. He did the verses with YG. He dropped the song with Drake called No Breaks. This album was like a surprise drop almost because that No Breaks song came out that same day, and then next thing you know, the documentary's coming out at 12 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, tonight. But is the game not getting his just dues as being a top West or just top hip-hop MC or artist because of some of his antics and things that he does that people, call him out for, but overlook his album, his discography?
Yeah, I do think that people do overlook his discography.
Because of his antics? I do.
Yeah.
He got a
Absolutely.
cold,
Yeah,
he got a
lot of good
cold
projects.
discography. I mean, he got at least about maybe a possible 2 to 3 classics, and at least about 4 you could definitely put him as good albums.
Yeah, he makes good albums.
Because I know that Jesus piece, hey, with the Kanye West mostly produced one, that mug is hard. The problem with Game is he knows how to rap like other rappers. So it seems like when he gets on a track with one of these rappers, he starts rapping like them. And then people like, why would you do that if you already have your own personified, style yourself, right? And that's what he get knocked for. Then they think he's wishy-washy. He'll start beef with people, then he'll backtrack. How many times he took a shot at Kendrick, then say, oh, me and Kendrick not beefing. But people hear what they hear. We hear what we hear on these tracks, man. You talking to somebody. And when it comes to the West Coast and you talking about only one king and you're not talking about Snoop, Snoop don't claim to be king no more. Snoop just gets his money and be everywhere. We know who the self-proclaimed or anointed king is of West Coast rap right now. It's Kendrick. And when you make those subtle shots, people like, okay, well, put it out there. Put it on the floor. He pull it back. No. For example, he just did.
Didn't he just do this?
Interview. Came out was saying, Kendrick won't get on the phone with me. In the song he said, I got no problem with the boogeyman. Okay. He got no problems with me. But then, on another song, you seem like you're taking shots on like the No Break song with Drake. It seemed like you stole Kendrick's style. You start rapping like him. When I hear somebody take somebody's style and do something with an enemy, a person they deem as the op who just went through a whole battle with this man, and you rapping like him, you can't tell me you didn't do that on purpose. The mindset wasn't to tug at that cloth.
I need to hear the song.
You never heard of No Breaks?
No, I ain't heard of it.
Oh, bro, it's a West Coast sounding song, like Not Like Us, like, Turn the TV Off, all those type of, West Coast sounding, mustard sounding songs. Beat hard, but aesthetics, man. You're with Drake. We know what just happened, and you're rapping like Kendrick. But I listened to the documentary 3. I do think it's a good album. I think he set out to make it a West Coast album. Lots of West Coast influence, a lot of West Coast artists are on this album, a lot of West Coast sounds, you know what I'm saying? I think another reason why the Game doesn't get that notoriety is as a big West Coast dude, because if you go back to his album, Game is like a West Coast rapper that raps East Coast and raps on East Coast beats. If you listen to most of his stuff, Game flow, he really in his pocket, it's like an East Coast rap.
Yeah.
His beats got a lot of samples, and it sounds like an East Coast beat. I think West Coast people don't really look at that as, hey, that ain't the essence of us. And I think that might be a reason why he don't get his respect.
Or just due.
And it's just due. But I do rock with Game. I think Game is an elite MC. I think Game got a lot of great albums in his discography. So y'all definitely go check out that documentary 3. Also, Ransom dropped The Price of Clarity. Hey, that is a good album.
Okay.
That is a good album. The boy is spitting. It's grown man. It's grown man stuff, right? Yeah. He talking about if you in the 35 to 50 and up range, you know what I'm saying? This is an album for you. If you want to hear rap, you want to hear stuff that we go through, stuff that we can relate to more, that's an album for you. Still a Baby's for the young folk, whatever. I think they say it's his actual self-debut album, or he done had a couple of them, though. But The Price of Fame. Matter of fact, Nas, I think they said Nas produced this, I think. Executive producers, I want to say. I seen Nas say something about it. So definitely check it out. I haven't got a chance to listen to that one. Not really familiar with Skilla Baby to me. I know 50 kind of co-signs him. People co-sign him, so I'm going to give it a listen when I get a chance. But it's called The Price of Fame. Eric Ballinger, he's on tour with Usher, Tank, and Mario. He's the backup singer, but Eric Ballinger can sing.
Yeah.
Boy can sing, and this album sounds good. It's taking it back to real R&B. So if you like those R&B albums and you're looking for that real R&B, check that out in its self-titled. And Rhapsody, I think you want to slept on MCs, woman MCs out there. Rhapsody is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. She got bars up there with dudes. Like she's on she's up there.
She'll kill you on your
She
record.
getting better. She'll kill you. Hey, yeah, she got a new one.
Ouch.
You know, God got Afro and Gold Hoops, which is a wild title, but it fitting to her style, her mentality. Check that out. That's a good one. Let's see what else we got on deck. Watch any movies, any shows. What you think about you getting geared up for that Snowfall spinoff?
Oh yeah, was it The Drop?
Yeah.
I seen the trailer. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to see this.
Yeah, I think the direction they're going is the perfect direction off that spinoff. You know, like sometimes spinoffs don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen from the trailer, I definitely
that's what
think
it looks realistic too.
And it's gonna be nostalgic because it's gonna take us back. Especially if they incorporate what was going on, like certain rappers. You know how we seen like the Boys in the Hood, you know what I'm saying, on Snowfall, they was shooting Boys in the Hood, so it was kind of like incorporating what happened at that time frame, encapsulating it. If they do that to where we seeing like, I don't know, from the span from like 92 to maybe 95, and we're not
get to see the riots and all this
get
stuff.
to see everything that we lived, that's gonna be such a nostalgic moment, and I think I'm gonna be tuned into that a lot. What other shows has I watched it, I think? Oh, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the KVD trial is the funniest thing on TV right now. The Tupac trial is 30 years ago. KVD been on trial. He's an idiot, for one. Because he put himself on trial. Like, he got out of jail, and he started talking to different blogs and these different video sites that I got something to do with Tupac's death. Giving all these little breadcrumbing, right? Didn't think they could actually pull him up on charges about it. And they did. Because you talked enough. Now you're here fighting for your life because now you about to be in there for life. You know what I mean? You're already like 60-something.
Yeah.
They talking about 25. Like, you ain't. Good luck coming out there 85 or 90, G. Good luck. But the witnesses, bro, they had a dude named Mob James on there, dude.
Yeah.
And I guess he's a previous gangster now. And he's a, he said, I'm a pawpaw now, so that was my life back then, right? So they was asking the questions like, you understand they going to ask you certain questions that could incriminate you or what you used to do back in the day, So he was like, the dude said, hey, man, why you got your attorney asking me this question? You better get him. He said, I don't want to send you to jail because if I answer this question, you going to jail. Dude said that, bro. And he was like, man, he said, y'all might as well put me as a hostile witness because I ain't answering these questions,
He
man.
said a hostile witness.
Dude, he told him, he's like, they was like, so would you say that the Southside Crips was killing, you know what I'm saying, Pyru Bloods and da-da-da? He said, man, I'm not answering that question, man. He wouldn't answer nothing. But he was just acting a fool. But he literally looked at KBD and said, man, you better get this man. He gonna try to put you in jail. I said, dude, is this real? Bro, is this real? This is like comedic. And you know, that's on TV, right? Like it's live. Like Vlad has been streaming it. It's been on that Law and Crime channel, you know, and this is hilarious, bro. But black people will get up there and show their ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Because you can just be like, I plead the fifth. Yeah. You could have got there and did a Dave Chappelle. I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. That's all you had to do, bro. This man's up there wilding. The witness is up there wilding. He said, you better get this man. He said, I don't want to send you to jail, brother. And they both on a different side because, you know, QVD is associated with the Crips and he was associated with like Death Row and the Bloods and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I know we got differences, but I don't want to send this black man to jail. So like, why we even got him up here? If you don't want to do your job, you're a waste of time for the defense and the prosecution. Bingo.
He knows that you killed somebody.
You know you did something. You had something to do with it.
Man, that's wild.
And then, you know, they showed the Tupac autopsy. Pictures going around of that. They actually showed the pictures and whatnot. I didn't want to see that. Like I said before, I hate lasting imagery, you know, of somebody who you respected or you admired. It's not a good feeling. That's why I even hate going to funerals. I hate that lasting imagery or last imagery. I don't like that. So that was going around on the internet. People was like, oh, it's finality. You know, everybody thought Tupac was in a tropical island somewhere, you know, growing a beard and just, seeing him on that table. That brought finality to that closure.
I seen that a long time ago, though.
Well, some people didn't because they show act like they didn't. Or maybe they doctored it up. AI might have been happening back then, I guess. That's what they thought. But it's crazy. Then the Dirt trial. The Dirt.
Yeah, that's about to go down.
Hey, buddy. First day already started. Buddy. Buddy. This is why they say you do your dirt by your lonely. Everybody's not made like they say they made. Everybody ain't built like they say they built. They might take a life because, you know, growing up, you know, where they grew up at and seeing what they seen, they thought that was the thing to do and probably didn't care too much about their own lives. But when it's time that you got something to live for, like they done built money, they done built notoriety, they got kids and stuff like that. Now it's something that you live for. Now, oh no, I need to do a deal. Yeah, I know y'all got me on these bodies, but I'm gonna give y'all a couple of these homicides. Now y'all want the bigger fish. Y'all want Dirk. He's the ringleader. And them boys is flip-flopping on my mans.
Man.
It ain't looking good for my boy. He got the best lawyer money can buy, but sometimes the truth is the truth, dog. Them lyrics, your boy's flipping on you. It don't look good, bro. It don't look good. So, we'll stay tuned to see what verdict comes out of that. I don't think it's going to take too long. This ain't about to be the Diddy trial where it go like 3-4 weeks. I don't see it yet.
Get wrapped up
4-5 days. 4-5 days. Rather quickly. Anything else? I don't think anything else happening out there I could think of.
More preseason.
Oh, yeah. You know, WNBA is starting to wrap up. It's a fight for those last spots. Fever lost two bad games they lost. Should have won. We was in the third spot. Now it dropped all the way down to the 5th spot underneath the Atlanta Dream. Yeah, they all like in between like 2 to 5 games from 3 to 8. So yeah, you don't want to go to 8 where you got to go against the Lynx. You don't want to go there. So Fever, let's get it together. I'm gearing up to see. I think it's gonna be a good playoff. I think a lot of the Lynx gonna give the Aces a run for their money for that championship. I think the Lynx can win it. I do. That's if healthy. Just like last year, the Fiji got hurt against the Mercury and changed their whole trajectory of what they was going to end up with. And I think the Fever, if we just play defense, we could be good.
Get on the run.
Get on the run. I do think, I told Patrick this yesterday, I do think, this is my personal opinion, I don't think Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell works. I feel like it's the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown situation. I feel like two people who do similar things. If you got a guard looking to score 25 points a game and the other one wants to score 20-some points a game, it's not enough possession in the game unless you're pushing it and playing defense and getting turnovers, right, to get extra possessions. And our defense is not that good. Let's keep it all the way 100. So if you're just taking the ball out the basket and you're trying to make something happen, hey, the offense is going to look bogged down. And it does a lot of times. And it looks like Caitlin says, my shot, your shot. My shot, your shot. And it looks like that to me. Like that game last night is how it looked. Like, we got no flow, man. Everybody in the Liberty, everybody from their bench to their starting score. We got people getting zeros. Leslie Hall, 0. Cunningham done been 0 sometimes. Like, come on, y'all can't be having 0 and playing 15 minutes. All zeros, no rebounds, no assists. You didn't do anything. You didn't contribute to anything. But we'll see. And in preseason football, people still filling out their teams or whatnot. The Colts played a game that they didn't play hardly nobody yesterday, so we got killed.
Anthony Richardson.
Oh, yeah. Well, that might as well be not playing nobody, basically. But, yeah, they got killed. But it did let me think about, some quarterback issues like the Cleveland Browns still don't know who their number one quarterback is. They don't know if it's Shedeur Sanders or if it's Deshaun Watson. Who you think should be QB1?
Whoever gives you the best.
I'm saying your choice. I mean, from you seeing it, from you seeing both of them play.
To me, they about the same. Yeah, they about the same to me.
I just give Shedeur Sanders the nod because it's new. We've seen Deshaun Watson ceiling, I feel like, right? I don't think you're going to get better than what you was in Houston. You was younger, less injuries, less other things, mental stuff. So I think it's time to give Shedeur Sanders his chance. And it'd be his to lose, right? Like, I don't have to worry about, I'm QB1. Only way I'm not going to be QB1 is I mess this up. I'm throwing interceptions every week. I'm not moving the ball down the field. I'm not putting points on the board. Then it's on you, right?
Yeah.
But give that man a chance. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't think nothing else is popping off.
College football about to start too.
College football is I feel like the NBA be right around the corner. We in August. Hell, the NBA be right back on the corner in October. So I seen a video where LeBron was training with Jaylen Brown and Maxey. Hey, getting that continuity.
Man.
But guess who wasn't there?
Who, Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
He don't need to be there right now.
He practicing by himself. I seen a video of him practicing, but he didn't practice with them, though. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I know it's slow out there, but we still just try to give y'all content and stuff to talk about, stuff to think about, perspectives, views, and thoughts. That's what we try to give y'all with a little bit of humor. I got nothing else. Bo got nothing else. So until the next one, yep.